Welcome back, friends. Today we're going to cover why you should give a fuck about Redacted in Bangkok and what to expect. I find it very interesting that right now the world is split in very loosely two groups of people. First, we have the people that are deeply concerned and honestly losing their shit around the American election, even if they're not Americans and they don't vote. Now, don't get me wrong, if you're American, please go out there and make the right choice, wink wink. But there's some limits to what politicians can do. And this is where the second group of people come in. And technically, this dynamic has been going on for a long time. We've got the technologists. We've got the people that understand that with technology, we can go way past what humans in suits and writing in a piece of paper can achieve. And this only gets dramatically accelerated when we enter into the era of AI. Very soon, we won't really care about petty politicians or multinational corporations. Everyone will have AI superpowers. Now, every one of us will be empowered to go and start a business or do whatever we want. We won't need much capital, and we will have all these tools, AI agents at our disposal. There's only one problem, which is actually a big problem. Can you trust your most confidential business information, your personal life, your government's information? Let's be honest. It's not just people that are going to be innovating with LLM. Most of these governments are also using LLMs most likely. So can we really trust it in a centralized shadowy company that receives all this information and they have the power to decide what they train on, what they censor, who gets access to compute, etc. We're entering into an era of godlike powers that can simply not be trusted in one or a handful of companies. That does not mean that we take the power away from everyone. Quite the opposite. I'm excited to see Web3 finally finding its product market fit, finally finding a reason for people to care. And that is, we're going to use Web3 and crypto as a way to, I hate to use the word, democratize or distribute the power of artificial intelligence. Use your own AIs near. Now let's jump in. Okay, let's get this party started. So we are on the Redacted website where you can come and get your tickets. And immediately we notice three things. The first one is reclaim your sovereignty. I find this very interesting because it ties with the second thing, which is a spinning symbol that may or may not look like the Illuminati. Like, it's not the Illuminati, but could it be the new Illuminati? Like the Illuminati? Anyway, the third one is Edward Snowden as a headline speaker. Sovereignty is usually associated with the national state, like the sovereignty of a country. This is strongly hinting at technology superseding the boundaries of the law, potentially being abused by current governments and centralized entities, and entering into a new realm where whoever controls AI controls the world. So we can immediately see that Redacted, it's not just another Web3 conference. Redacted is a movement, and this is where I get excited, and we can see these with a line of speakers. I'll scroll through slowly while I rant. Web3 has had, we could argue, two main use cases up until now. The first one, easy to understand, Bitcoin, peer-to-peer cash. It is resistance to central banks. Okay, easy. Second one would be Ethereum and all the other blockchains out there that introduce virtual machines. You can have programmable logic. You can have applications. Your to-do list is now decentralized. We haven't really seen much traction on that second category. But now we can see a third vertical, and I would argue this was a use case that Web3 was waiting for all along. Bitcoin was still there and going strong actually by the day. But the third use case is Web3 is here to enable us to decentralize AI as a vertical, as a thing, because that thing is going to completely rewrite every single other industry. Now we can say that the product market fit of Web3 is to decentralized AI, which in turn will create a gigaton of applications. And I haven't even started talking about the AI developer that the Near team is working on as well. The key information is November 9 to 11 in Bangkok, Avani Riverside Hotel. And why Bangkok? What is so special about Bangkok? Why should you pack your bags right now and buy tickets to Thailand if you haven't already? Because there is Devcon. Devcon will be happening just after the Redacted conference from the 12th to the 15th. And usually what it happens is large Ethereum events, one of the older, most mature communities, are the bat signal that get the absolute best crypto talent and up and coming Web3 projects into the same city. And for a short amount of time, there is absolutely insanity in every sense. So this year, Redacted, the Near flagship conference, is doing something different and very smart around having the flagship conference in the same city just a few days before Devcon. Last year we were in Lisbon and the main conference was in Istanbul, and as I found out last minute, it's not that close actually. To give you a glimpse of all the things that will be happening in Bangkok, I really like the Labs protocol calendar where you can see all the things that are starting as early as the 6th of November, overlapping. We can see Redacted Bangkok here. New protocol will also be sponsoring a co-working space on the 7th for the people that arrive early. Parties, DSI, Bangkok, ZK Accelerate, you name it. This is a great way to see everything side by side. I will also be including a link to the Luma Calendar for Redacted. As I covered in my video for ETHCC Brussels, Luma has become that place where you can just follow the right calendars and get all the events. On November the 5th, we've got Funding the Commons. This is really a Funding the Commons event that Near is sponsoring. On November the 6th, for the ones arriving early, come say hi. I'll be co-working at the space provided by Lab Week. On November the 7th, there is another Funding the Commons event. I think this is a bit of a design session or something like that. On November the 8th, and this goes until November the 12th, there's going to be the Olympic Village, which is a community-run initiative that will include a bunch of stuff complementary to the main conference, including pool parties, art galleries, live performances, workshops, multimedia hubs, and more. Who knows what that be? And then on November 9th, we've got the main conference event. November 10th, we've got the Shi-Fi Summit Bangkok, also sponsored by Near Protocol and others. On the 11th, we've got the closing party and the Future of Socials and AI, another event by Fabric Ventures, sponsored by Near and some other folks there. November the 12th and 13th, we've got more AI events, the Decentralized AI Summit, which I believe is sponsored by Near across others. And then we've got the Signature Open Source Talk, sponsored by Near. I will also include a Luma Calendar to Devcon, where you can see the dozens and dozens of events that are happening to make sure that if you do make your way to Bangkok, you get the full bang. Okay, so for Redacted specifically, there is a city map. I'm actually staying right now around the city center area right here. I can confirm that if you order a car, it's about 20 minutes drive from where I am. The problem with Bangkok is that there is an insane amount of traffic, so I encourage everyone to plan their events and how to get there well in advance. It's not as easy to move around. The good news is that the Near team has made available a boat. So to avoid the traffic, you can go to the BTS Safan Taksin station, which is closer to the Bangkok city center, and take a scenic ride of about 14 minutes where you can enjoy the views and the experience and get directly to the Avani Hotel. This will be completely free and it will be running about every 10-15 minutes. I've been told that you should be able to recognize the boats because they will be very clearly branded. And if you have any issues, there is a Redacted Telegram group, which I'll also include in the description. The thing that I like about the Redacted movement is that even though it is an event by Near, it really transcends borders across blockchain and AI projects. And we can see that in the lineup of speakers. We have Edward Snowden, which I think it says a lot that he's been placed above Ilya Polosukin, one of the co-founders of Near. We also have Tiana Baker. You may know Venice AI. Venice AI is really cool. It's like a ChatGPT, but completely anonymous. So they've been leading along the way and they're definitely aligned. I don't know if this is intentional or not intentional, but she's also being placed above Alex Skidanov, which is the other co-founder of Near, a crack developer on AI. And he's back to lead the Near AI Hub. We've got Lucas Bruel from Nilion Private Computing. They've actually just raised a ton of money. They're doing some great stuff. And the list goes on. Some of the other names that may stand out are Siram from Eigenlayer. We've got, of course, my fave, David Morrison, who may or may not be transitioning in Thailand. There's some rumors out there. I don't want to confirm or speculate, but we encourage you and support you all the way, David, always. OG Bowen Wang, which I personally think he should be a third co-founder of Near at this stage. Nate Geyer, investors from Pantera. The list goes on, and I've been promised that there will be alpha to make you shit your pants. Don't quote me on that one. I mean, I'm not quoting other people, but maybe you can quote me. But yeah, there's going to be a lot unleashed. Let's have a glimpse at what the main venue will look like. So on the right, we see the restrooms. I really hope that this is to scale and there are that many toilets available. I mean, the restrooms area is almost larger than the... On the far, far left, we have Kamala Harris. Nah, just kidding. We have the Unplugged Lounge. This is going to be an amazing place for people to go get massages, sound healing, take a nap, anywhere where you need to unplug from the craziness of American politics, probably. Right next to it, we have the Hackers Den. Even though we made a conscious decision to have the main hackathon before the main conference, so hackers had 9 full weeks to work properly on their projects, there will be a small hacker experience. There's a $5,000 up for grabs, and this will be a place for hackers to just hang out, meet, and do whatever hackers do. Right next to it, we have Shop GPT, which will be the merchandise experience. And merch is looking real good. I got a glimpse of it. Right next to it, sort of in the middle towards the back, there will be a large terrace. And fun fact, cannabis is fully legal in Thailand for recreational purposes. I'm not, just literally fun fact, I'm not condoning or I don't know what I'm trying to say right now. Coming in, you may see the Genesis block. I believe that will be a podcast studio sponsored by RSS3. And on both sides is going to be an AI hub and a chain abstraction hub. AI and chain abstraction are the 2 core technologies that Near is using to take over the... So I'm looking forward to see what will be displayed in those areas, connecting with like-minded people, etc. Just below, there will be the mainstream adoption lounge. This is where you will get to meet all the projects that are currently building on Near, get to know the teams, ask questions. Towards the front, we've got 2 stages, the sovereignty stage and the catalyst stage. And on the top right, there is a night market, which will be a Thai-inspired food market where you can eat. Awesome. That's it for me. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions about the upcoming conference, if you are attending, and if there's anything else that I missed. Looking forward to see you all soon in person, and let's make AI great again.